Welcome to Hard Time Sports. I'm Matthew Schneider. Today's topic, my NFL power rankings from last week in week 6. Let's start off with the worst 5 teams of week number 6 for my power rankings. At number 5, the Cleveland Browns. Another terrible game by the Cleveland Browns. They may be one of the worst teams in the last 10 years in the NFL. They are terrible. Now, let's go to number 4, the Baltimore Ravens. Another terrible game by the Baltimore Ravens. They should not be losing at home to a rookie quarterback from the Chicago Bears, Mitch Trubisky. There's no way in heck the Baltimore Ravens should be losing to the Bears. No way. Number 3 in the bottom 5 in the power rankings, the Atlanta Falcons. They are not a very good team right now in the NFL. They scored 17 points in the first half and were dominating the Dolphins and blew the game in the second half. Another collapse by the Atlanta Falcons. So they're my 3rd worst team for the week of week 6 last week. Now let's go to number 2 on the power rankings. The undefeated at the time Kansas City Chiefs. They just cannot beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers just have the Kansas City Chiefs number. There's nothing they can do about it. Until they beat them, they're not going to be a Super Bowl contender. They got to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. They can't figure it out. For some crazy reason, Pittsburgh just has their number. They're at number 2 in the bottom 5 this week. Now, let's go to the worst team, in my opinion, in week 6 in the power rankings, and that would be the Denver Broncos. To lose at home against a team that had no wide receivers, no running game, no offensive line, and you lay an egg to the New York Giants at home is unacceptable. You are the worst team in week 6 of my power rankings. Those are the worst 5. Cleveland at 5, Baltimore at 4, Atlanta Falcons at 3, Kansas City Chiefs at 2, and the loser for the week in week 6, the Denver Broncos. Now, let's go to the top 5 for the best teams in that week. At number 5, I put the Arizona Cardinals. They played great offensively. Defense, they're still a little bit of iffy on the defensive side of the ball. But offensively, they looked a lot better when they got the who they got in a trade. Adrian Peterson looked fresh, healthy, ready to go, and I think he'll help them until Davy Johnson gets back in the fold. So Arizona at number 5 of the best 5 teams this week. At number 4, I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans. They looked awesome on Monday night. Marcus Mariota stays healthy. They could be a playoff team. If he doesn't, I don't know what they're going to be. So I have them at number 4. At number 3 for the week, I put the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 3. They went into Kansas City, and they just have the Chiefs number. The Chiefs can't beat them. So I put Pittsburgh at number 3. At number 2, I had the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles are the best team in the NFC right now. Carson Wentz is playing amazing for being a young second-year quarterback in the NFL. If he continues to play the way they are playing, they could get to the Super Bowl. So they're at number 2 for my power rankings this week in the top 5. And my overall number 1 team for the week, the New York Giants. They went in with no offensive line, no wide receivers, no offense, won't be able to run the ball. And they ran it down the throat of the best defensive team in the NFL, the Denver Broncos. So they are my number 1 team for the week in my power rankings. So those are my top and bottom 5 for this power rankings for week 6. I'm Matthew. Hope you enjoyed today's show. Enjoy the blog!